care if we are winning 8-2.
Hello. Yes, Ani, we are live and you have a question that you
Yes.
already asked 4 times.
Yeah, I don't care if you are winning 8-2. Where is Casemiro? Call him. Call him to the stream right now. Let's end this. What is the problem? What is your problem with Sancho?
Jadon Sancho.
Sancho
He's
is
doing
giving
well
us
at
4
Chelsea.
assists. I don't care if the assist is from goalkeeper line or is just did a Sergio Busquets pass to Messi. It's a assist, and he couldn't do that at United. That is all I care. You could put all the compilations you want, but it's an assist. He's given us penalties. He's winning us penalties. He's on 100K, and you guys signed him at 250K for how much ever million, and we are not winning this the same way we are not winning the Sterling debate.
Okay, for anybody watching Klasa or Manchester United regular is actually out. We all wonder why. Apparently, it's because he signed himself up to a marathon. I bet he did it after 6 p.m. yesterday.
I think he's doing the marathon just to run away from the country and no more United.
To yeah, everyone needs to like stop watching the football. Every Manchester United fan is like, this is too much.
Oh.
All the banter they did before the game, Trey and Pavam, these guys, I think need to just boycott Trey or just ban him or somehow. This guy is just a bad Jojo for this club.
I don't even know what position they are. 12th or 13th in the Premier
Wow.
I don't care. Genuinely don't care. I thought some of these guys thought they will be competing for the title, and I don't see them sacking Ten Hag also because they just given him the contract before the summer. Even if they do hire Tuchel or probably say Inzaghi, it's all Ten Hag's player. I don't know what they're going to do. It's a big mistake they have done. Doesn't matter. They
Gary,
should have sacked him. I
in
told them this
the
during the summer.
yeah, Gary Neville said they will finish third. That was his prediction at the start of the season.
I think
Third,
third in the bottom 10, maybe.
yeah, that's where they are right now.
Oh, I don't see a pattern. I don't see a press. I don't see a coordinated team. I don't know what they're. I mean, the first 20-25 minutes in this game, I don't know if one United player had the legs over the Tottenham player. Not one player could run past the Tottenham player. And Van de Ven just proved it. He just ran from defense, midfield to offense and saying, you guys are fuck all. I'm going to score. I'm going to make Brennan Johnson, of all people, score.
To be fair, he is one of the fastest players in the Premier League.
That doesn't matter. That doesn't mean you can run from defense to offense just like that.
Yeah, he just walked like he could have walked through their entire midfield and he still would have got an assist. It was that easy.
He could have literally stopped for a tea in between, came back, picked up the ball, and still they do what he did.
That was utter bullshit, and I don't know why they are defending Bruno. It's not a red card. If you have lost a 50-50, you might as well shut the fuck up and not go for a tackle. If you go for a tackle, it doesn't matter whether it's intentional or not. You should not kick a player. You should know better. And I don't know what he did before the 30 minutes to ask the teammates to come and ask them to, fire them up. Basically, if I was a teammate, I'm asking him, what are you doing? I know I can't look at you guys because of the camera, bro. I'm sorry.
So, it could have been worse. It could have easily been like 7-8 goals.
I think I agree. Yeah, exactly. If Son had played, probably would have been a 6-0 game. Timo Werner was playing for United. I think he had this United links during the summer, last summer, and he thought, okay, let me just play for United and not score. I think I was so happy. The guy just regressed from Chelsea, and we won a Champions League with him in the front line against City. I think we should give for that itself. We should have 2 Champions League trophies.
How did they do that? Timo Werner. I don't know, man.
We had all the duds in the front line, and we just still won the Champions. You see, all the duds. One is playing for one is playing for United. One is playing for Spurs right now. See, Mount, Werner, Havertz. I don't know how we pulled it off. I seriously don't know how we pulled it off against a Pep City with a prime Pep City.
De Bruyne got injured in the middle of the game.
That doesn't make any difference to this team, dude. Seriously,
Then,
Thomas Tuchel.
It was mainly down to Rudiger having a great game, and then Havertz just getting one chance. Other than that, City did not. City were locked up. They couldn't produce anything. It was Rudiger's game. All thanks to him.
Yeah, again, coming back to this, game week, I think we had a good game week apart from City. Arsenal, I think all the teams also, all the players and all the fans had a huge heart attack on what Hermansen did. It was a Courtois-esque performance from
Yeah,
Hermansen.
I have Hermansen. That was yeah, that is something that always happens against Arsenal. I read somewhere that he made 13 saves. So Arsenal had 16 shots on target, and he made 13 saves, which
At a
is the
point, he was
most.
saying, yeah, exactly. At a point, he was saving everything. And I feel just because that shot, the last corner where Trossard shot, I think it came off a Leicester player, and that's why
Yeah,
it
it's an
went in.
own goal.
Otherwise,
That
had
was
it gone
also.
directly from Trossard, I think he would have saved that also.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know how he did that. That is like out of nowhere. He was saving everything, and Trossard also hit the post once. So it again 4 goal. They still considered 4 goals, but still the goalkeeper was their best player.
Yeah, great, crazy. So Arsenal, Liverpool, two, routine formality wins almost. You could
I don't
argue.
know about Liverpool. Maybe Arsenal. Also, I don't know because Arsenal just scraped it off. It looked like a very good 4-2 right now, but they almost bottled once City bottled it. City got a draw. I thought Arsenal won't pull this off. I thought 2-2. That's all. Done. This game is done, and they're going to just come on Twitter and just say, "Okay, guys, I would have definitely bantered all my fellow Arsenal fans. You guys have the best DM, best forward, best defense, but you still are drawing. I don't know what is the problem."
Yeah, so that was like Leicester City produced 3 chances. All entire game they produced 3 chances and scored 2 goals out
Mm,
of them, which is like
yeah,
I don't know how that James second goal was like that was prime Robin van Persie style volley from out of nowhere. So yeah, they just produced two great moments and
but yeah,
went from
I
2-0
genuinely
to
think
2-2.
Arsenal need Trossard
Otherwise, they
back
were
as
out of
soon
the
as
game last
possible.
year.
I genuinely think Arsenal need Trossard as soon as possible, and Martinelli needs to, sit a while, and Trossard needs to start on the left. I don't know what they're going to do. I think Merino is coming in 2 weeks, also for them. So let's see what that helps, how that helps. And I don't know why this Partey is only playing 55 minutes a game. After 55 minutes, the guy is dead. It's like I'm done, bro. Please sub me off or do something. If I play, I'm going to not play for the rest of the game. He could
I'm
have
pretty
definitely
sure
stopped the James. Yeah, he could have
he's
definitely stopped the
old.
James Justin goal.
He has had a lot of injuries last season and he's old. I'm pretty sure that he's not like his official age is 31 years old,
Mm.
but I'm pretty sure he's like 35. So I don't trust his age at all.
Rashid playbook, according to a lot of
Yeah,
cricket
yeah, yeah.
experts. Yeah.
It is
So,
possible.
okay, so there were two headlines. We covered one, or rather, Anirudh covered one. The
Mm.
explosive rant, you would think that he was actually
I would just address. See, I'm not telling you guys that Jaden Sancho performed 9 of 10 or he was a 10 on 10 performance. I'm just telling you what he couldn't do at United, he's doing at Chelsea and he's happy. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying that he's a 10 on 10 player. I'm not saying he's even an 8 on 10 player. He is doing what he couldn't do at United. He's tracking back everything that United players said. United fans told me that he won't do. He's doing that at Chelsea. He's tracking back. He's defending. He's creating chances. That's all I care, and it's a 20 million player. I don't give a fuck if he doesn't perform for the next 5 games.
Yeah, so I don't know. Jadon Sancho started the whole trend. You know that 007
Yeah,
graphic that started with Jadon Sancho at Manchester United. Now every flop is judged by that metric. So he was
exactly.
that he's a generation defining flop. That is how bad he was at Manchester United. And now
I
already at Chelsea,
genuinely
he's
think
got
it's
two
not a
assists in
problem of
like three
Jaden
games.
Sancho. It's a problem of Ten Hag. He's making look
Yeah,
Bruno
yeah,
Fernandes look bad. He's
definitely.
making look Jaden Sancho look bad. He's making look Mount look bad. I don't know. Mount is not that player.
That's
Yeah.
come on. Has always been bad.
I
That's
What do
a
would
you
say
mean? Mount basically at Chelsea was, even though he was not the same player he is at United right now, he does some influential passes. He scores here and there, in the sense like he scores and assists here and there. He gets at least 15 to 18 goals and assists a season. He's not doing that at United. And he basically saved us an entire season at Chelsea and helped us finish fourth. I don't know what you're talking about. And see, if you're talking about Mount at Chelsea, I'll always bring this up. He gave an assist at Champions League finals, and that's all I care.
50 million pounds has just been repaid.
That is all I care. See, we sold him for 55 million, right?
Yeah, that's
And
true.
I don't care. I really don't care how what he does at United. All I care is how he did at Chelsea.
Yeah.
He was good at Chelsea. He
All
only
right.
I think
So
like 20
speaking of Chelsea, Cole Palmer show,
goals.
Cole Palmer show.
Yeah, I genuinely think it's a lot of people thought it was a Cole Palmer. I think a lot of people are misreading us as Cole Palmer FC. I don't think so. This is the first season. This is the first game where he played actually well. The other 5 games, I don't think so. He performed the way he should usually performs. Although he gets an assist and goal here and there on even on his off days, but I think this was purely Cole Palmer's day. But I think this, even if you take Cole Palmer out of this Chelsea side, if you put Nkunku in Cole Palmer's position, I think we'll still perform the same way we do. And I genuinely think the attack we have definite patterns, defense we have, I mean midfield we have definite patterns. It's just that the defense is dog shit. We have we just have Colville and Gusto defending, and the right backs Colville, Gusto. We are centre backs are shit basically. Our wing backs are fine. One of the centre backs are fine, and Fofana is like a 50-50 or a 60-40 player where he has a very good game or a very
And
bad game.
let me ask you this.
Hmm.
Is Chelsea punching above their weight right now?
No, definitely not. I think Maraska, I'll tell you what. Maraska has a pattern. What Poch did not have, what I couldn't see in Potter, what I couldn't see in Frank Lampard in the second spell, what I couldn't see in Poch. I can definitely see a pattern with Maraska. This I would bring the example of Ancelotti at Everton and Ancelotti at Madrid. If you give these type of these managers quality players, if a manager who has a definite plan and you give them quality players, I think they will definitely perform. And I feel Maraska has a pattern, and he definitely, if you ask him if he punched about his weight at Leicester, probably yes, because he did not have the same quality that he has having at Chelsea. Chelsea have a lot of quality. It's just that we are 1 or 2 players short. I don't know which Sanchez is going to turn up and which
How
Fofana is
do
going
you
to turn
buy
up.
25 players and still end up 2 players short? You could
The thing is,
maybe
yeah,
still play like 2 11s.
yeah,
They
we
spent
have
$2
two 11s.
billion. dollars.
I'll tell you the same thing. We do have two 11s, and the second 11 is performing better than the first 11 in terms of defense. And I will also tell you this: when we had the international break, Maraska told that we will do something defensively, and the last 5 games or 5.5 games, we've conceded only 2 goals.
Where did Chris? Okay.
And both the goals that we conceded came off a Sanchez Fakal error. Both was Sanchez error. It was not like they carved us through and all that.
Okay.
I'll tell you
I
that
I
also.
haven't I haven't watched much of Chelsea this season because I did not expect a lot from them.
Mm.
That's honestly speaking.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't
I
know how
don't care.
they
See,
are doing.
I do not care. You can undermine us as much as possible. That's all I care about. That's all I. If they perform in the pitch, I don't give a damn on what you guys think about Chelsea. Honestly.
And also because Arsenal were playing at the same time, so I did not watch the Chelsea game.
Yeah, that's true.
Uh, but yeah, I see what Maresca has done. I think he had a large squad and he had
Mm.
to like cut down a lot of players. I don't know how he's doing that.
Well,
Yes,
the media narrative is about we having 44 players, 47 players, and all that cap. I don't care. He's just training 25 players, and he's very cut. He has a cutthroat approach. If he doesn't like a player, he's just very clear in his press conference. You don't train well, you don't play. So I like how he's approaching and he's got the freedom, and owners have given him the freedom as you can just do whatever you want. Mudrik, who we thought was a huge asset, I don't think he's considering him as a, you don't play well in the training, you don't play in the pitch, you don't come and play for my team. So he's giving him, he started him 1 or 2 games in the Premier League, and then he's now starting Neto consistently over Mudrik, or he's starting, Sancho over Mudrik. Sancho just came immediately from United and is preferred over Mudrik at Chelsea, and that should tell you something. I also tell you this: there are the EFL game that we had, the quality that we had on pitch was astonishing, because our second team had what Felix, Nkunku, Neto. It's so much quality we have, and it's not about 44 plays. It's just 25 plays, and how he's managing, and I like how he's doing what he's doing at Chelsea. That's all I can care.
I mean, that is a luxury you can
Yeah,
have.
yeah,
Mudrik is £100 million player,
yeah,
and then that is not even the only 100 million. Thought there's Caicedo and Enzo Fernandez also on the
yeah.
team. Got
Mm,
Felix back, and then whatever Jackson has like a 9-year contract. I don't know that they've done a lot of
And at the moment, even if
interesting
someone wants to
contract
buy Jackson,
decisions.
I'll tell you, at the moment, even if someone wants to buy Jackson, they will pay. They'll have to pay above 40 million on what we played, or 40 plus. Because see, as much as we troll Jackson, he's always on the right spot. He's always getting the goals and assists that we need of him. So look, I this barring this game at whatever happened at Brighton at Stamford Bridge, I think he started better than most of the Chelsea players at as a striker. See, I'll also tell you, if he performs the same way that he does, he still got an assist on Saturday. If he performs the same way, I think he will be replaced with Nkunku. And we have quality. It's not that we have quality. Nkunku will come and start over Jackson, and he'll be swapping those players. And it's not like we are short of players of qualities. So, and I'd say the same thing. We have Estevao coming, we have Kendry Pius coming next season, and I think Mudrik and Madueke is on threshold this season. If they don't perform this season, yeah, please get out. I don't.
How
We did that to
many?
managers. Now we are doing it to players. And the funny part is there will be clubs coming and buying him players. It's not like I'm asking you and putting a knife at your throat and asking you to buy him. Why do you? If you don't want to buy him, don't buy him. You guys
Uh,
still go and buy him. No, that's the
Arsenal
problem.
got Sterling
Right.
from on
That
loan,
was
which is good.
that was a fantastic What's Cooking at Chelsea episode, Annie.
Yes.
Thank you.
The next move to
Yeah,
Liverpool,
we
I
have
guess.
the Liverpool man here.
Hmm.
I
Hello,
did not watch
hello.
the game. I watched the highlights. I
No,
thought,
I watched the game. But I'll
did
let
you,
Aravind speak. I
what,
want
what do
to
you
see
think
what he
about the
thinks.
penalty?
See, that was a clear penalty. If you're putting your arms over a player on the penalty box, how on earth are you not going to get a penalty given against you? And Semedo has this history of having these brain fart moments where he defends like an absolute novice, and that's what happened against Liverpool also. And against a quality opposition, if you're going to showcase antics like this, you're definitely going to get punished. And yeah,
Mm.
that's what cost his side a potential point, I'd say.
Mm.
Because honestly speaking, okay, we won the game, but we weren't at our best. So yeah, the Wolves could have got a draw from the game, but I'll take the 3 points because, like,
Mm.
I
But
mean that.
mm.
Yeah,
Go on,
tell
go
me.
on, go on, go on, go on, go on, go on. Finish,
You
finish,
wanted to
finish.
No,
ask? No issues, no issues.
no, I don't
No,
know. My,
Duda.
my personal opinion on the penalty was that Jota it was Jota, right, who was fouled. Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't think he
So
was going to get to the ball, but that was my
no,
only
but
concern.
when you're getting to the wrong side of a defender and the defender
Yeah,
grabs you from behind, it's a
like a
stonewall
50-50.
penalty. Yeah,
Mm.
exactly. So that's the reason why I say the penalty was legit and was correctly given. But yeah, overall, if you're talking about the performance, it wasn't the best of Liverpool performances
Mm.
because Liverpool had quite a few chances to like get a 2-0 or a 3-0 lead also. So was I should have put his chance away. Salah
Yeah,
missed a glorious chance to double the lead right after we scored our first goal. No, not right after we scored our first goal. Like it was during the initial moments of the second half. And yeah, I felt like the defending should have been much better for the goal we conceded. Konate did really well to score his goal and also redeem himself by putting in that last ditch tackle on Pope's shot. But yeah, it's a very elementary mistake by
See,
him
in
for not
terms of what
communicating
I
with
see,
Alice.
how I see
Yeah.
Liverpool, Liverpool haven't played an extremely great club yet. So I just want them to be tested at a really good club. I don't consider United at the top, even
yeah.
though year one three do. United
I
is
think no
dog.
one's considering them as a top team right
Yeah,
now.
yeah, yeah. United as
Yes,
dog
yes.
shit, and that 3-0 is just a routine win for them at Old Trafford. And I'll also give you a stat that United has just scored one goal. Liverpool has three, and Arsenal has, I think, someone else has two. And United has only scored one goal at Old Trafford this season. So it's shocking on how they play. So, but coming back to Liverpool, I feel they need to play a top club, and I genuinely feel it's not me being overconfident. I think the game on 10th, where they're facing Chelsea, might be a
Yeah.
really good setup, because I think for the first time there are two managers, two different setups, and that might be a really good test on coming, I think, in 2 weeks. So that
Yeah.
might be the first test. I still think Liverpool will have the edge because our defense is dog shit. Um, but I don't think so. It's not. It's how their defense also copes up, because our attack is extremely great. And midfield, Caicedo is extremely good. And if Rabia is becoming fit, I think he will start over Enzo, and he'll give that stability that our midfield needs, a little bit more stability, and that is going to, consider strong, because I think Gavin Batch hasn't been tested extremely well yet. Yeah, he's performing here and there, but I don't know if you maybe want to have a different opinion on Gavin Batch. Great, but I feel he just needs to be tested on a put a top six. I'd say the same for Chelsea too, because I want us to see a top six club and see how they perform.
Yeah, see, I disagree with you on Gravenberch because we played AC Milan in the Champions League. Okay, although they're not in the best of form, but still Milan are a top club, and a game at the San Siro, and especially a Champions League group stage, could be a daunting task for a lot of midfielders of that particular age to like put in a good show. So yeah, I'd say that Gravenberch has shown that he can step up against the big clubs also. But yeah, in the Premier League, I'd also like to see how he does against a team like say Tottenham or Chelsea or say Arsenal for that matter, because Arsenal are they are title contenders, and I'd definitely like to see how Gravenberch is going to cope up against a midfield of Declan Rice, then Martin Odegaard or Mikel Merino if he's fit.
And
So yeah,
Odegaard is injured.
no, I'm talking about the general setup per se. So yeah, this would be a key test. But yeah, I think like based on what I've seen, Gravenberch has done fantastically well. Like I always knew that Gravenberch had the talent, but he was either being misprofiled by coaches, or it was always a confidence issue due to the lack of game time. But right now, when you've got a coach like Slot who is putting the faith on a player like Gravenberch and saying that, okay, I'm giving you this responsibility, go on and marshal the midfield. Yeah, he's proving all his doubters wrong. And yeah, I'm very happy that he's stepped up well and he's getting man of the match performance, man of the match awards and recognition, which is very well deserved. So yeah, that would be my take on
Yes, Arvind.
Gravenberch.
Now we all know you work
Yes.
in a corporate.
Yes. Liverpool's next three games are going to be critical. So next is
Yes.
Crystal
Yes.
Palace. They lost to Crystal Palace last season, and
Yeah.
Crystal Palace have made some interesting signings. I think they'll be difficult to beat. There's Chelsea after that, and then
Yep.
Arsenal. So
Yeah.
after the Chelsea and Arsenal after the international break, right after
When
international.
are we facing you guys at the Emirates or Anfield? I'm
Yeah,
not
yeah, it's
sure.
at the Emirates.
I
So
think they're
Chelsea is at
facing
home.
us.
Chelsea
I
is
think
at
they're
That will be a
facing us.
that will be a
That
very tricky game
That'll
for
be a
us.
yeah. That's
Very
going to
tricky
be
game
a
for us.
difficult run of games. You'll see
and
Mhm.
this
uh,
is right after the
attacking
international
challenge.
break.
Yeah,
That might
Yeah.
be, that
Yeah.
I think Maraska. I don't know how detailed Maraska works. I think if he works in detail, like how he did in the last international break, it might be an extremely tricky game, because we'll be rested and we'll have a full squad. Hopefully, touch
Yeah.
wood.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
Slot will have to deal with I don't know everyone coming back from all over. Luis Diaz will come back from
See,
South
the one
America.
thing that I feel Chelsea has over Liverpool is not a lot of players at Chelsea are going for an international break. They will be at the club itself, because they're not preferred at the international clubs at the moment. So we will have a full squad at training. I don't know if the Liverpool have the same luxury. Yeah, basically, Krish, if you want to interject and talk whenever you can, you don't have to come in and chat and just tell me, please shut the fuck up.
See, to that, I'll counter you by saying that Liverpool are a proper momentum-based team. The more and
Yeah.
more games Liverpool players play, the better they are in terms of form. So if you're looking at a player like Curtis Jones or Harvey Elliott, when you'll always observe whenever they come back from a spell on the sidelines, they
Uh,
take 2-3 games to get back to the rhythm and like start firing on all cylinders. So what I'd say is Chelsea have the luxury of not having players go for international duties, whereas Liverpool have the luxury of players having that momentum and the run of games to counter what you said right now. So yeah, it'll be a very interesting matchup against Chelsea, and I'm definitely looking forward to it because Maresca has basically got a tune out of this squad, and they are firing on all cylinders in whichever game we are watching so far. So yeah, and we'll have to be very wary of Cole Palmer because a lapse of concentration could be punished by Jackson or Palmer, who are very good at
Yeah,
running
that,
behind
that
the
is the
defense
really
center.
tricky thing because
Yeah,
I think even if Cole Palmer doesn't have a good game, I think Sancho is a really tricky customer. The same way Nkunku might come. They have so much quality. Even me as a
yeah.
Chelsea fan, as becoming envious of my own club. That's how much quality I have on the bench. I'm not the moment I went back on. I mean, they scored on Brighton. I think I knew for a fact that I'm going to score 3 or 4 goals, but I also knew we were going to concede 2 or 3 goals because Sanchez wasn't prepared to play at all. He was smoking some good pot and he was coming and playing.
He's
Yeah,
a
Chris.
Spanish James St. Patrick from Power, if anyone has seen that series.
Yep, great week all around, except for
Yeah.
United fans. It's a real shame we didn't have anybody. I'll make sure we send Anirudh's first 5 minutes of the stream to every United fan we know and tag Casemiro
Yes.
all over the place.
We got our hit tweet. I
Yeah,
think it has like 5,000
Anirudh,
views.
Anirudh versus Klasa is our own Pep versus Arteta.
Yeah.
Only a matter of time before
See, the
we
thing is,
realize.
if he wants war, he can get war. I don't think so. He's ever gonna come and win the Sancho debate at all. Ever. The same way we're not going to win Sterling debate at all. We can't win Sterling debate. He can't win Sancho debate. That's it. Simple.
Wow. Very poetic. Thank you, gents, for joining. Let's see how the tides change. I would really like to see more of Anirudh, especially when the results are in their favor.
You see,
I
even
think
if
we
the
got
results
him
are
at
against
his high.
the thing is, even if the results are against me, I'll talk in the same tone. That's the problem.
Okay, Jose Mourinho. All right, take care, gents.
Bye, everyone.
Bye bye.